Welcome back. We are playing Descent into Avernus, and the team have just done a bit of shopping at Worms Crossing and are proceeding along their way. But one of the things that happened as they were crossing the river is they levelled up. Yay! And we might start with you, Sophia, and tell us what Sophia levelled up with.
Yeah, so I now have 33 hit points, and I chose a feat for my 4th level character. So my cleric now has the feat of healer. Which means that when she revives someone who's on the brink of death, they come back with 1 HP point, but also I can use my healer's kit to do a magnificent heal on someone for a lot of hit points, once per rest, per person. So I'm very equipped to keep you all alive.
And that sort of happens instantly? You don't need to have a rest or...
No, they need to have had a rest for me to be able to do it to them.
Okay.
Yes. So I've got 4 charges for each of you per rest, which is...
Nice.
No, so 1 charge for each of you per rest, which is great.
Right.
Yeah.
Gabby.
So I chose the feat Ritual Caster, which is really, really good for any spell-based characters or classes. So pretty much I can have 2 spells and I learn them as a ritual, which means it takes longer to do the spell, but it doesn't take up my spell slots, which is fantastic. Nice. And then I also got a new infusion, which I chose as repeating shot, and that's to do with the Artificer. So I get a magic weapon. So I pretty much infuse a normal weapon into a magic weapon, and this weapon doesn't need ammunition, so I don't have to deal it with any reloading or anything, it just automatically works.
Nice.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tash.
Syra is, so she has recently become a lot more tankier of a tank because she now has a magical shield that she's attuned to that gives her +2 bonus on top of the existing +2, so that's 4, and she just put on plate mail. So she now has an armor class of 22. So, if I'm about to die, I'll just dodge and I should be good. And in terms of her leveling up, I got confused by feats. So I decided to just do ability score improvement. And I had both my constitution and my wisdom were in odd numbers, so I just leveled them up a bit. So now she's kind of a bit of an all-rounder. She has her constitution, wisdom, and charisma all have +3 modifiers, and her strength is a +4. So if we're doing anything related to intimidation, persuasion, insight, is there a trap here? I'll go in first. It's probably
an all-rounder except for stealth.
Except for stealth and intelligence.
Yeah, right. Oh.
She's wise but not smart.
All right, good. Murray.
Well, I've been, a long time ago, my father, Euphorion, fought a turtle, and thereafter he carried his special turtle shell around as a shield, which I inherited. Now, as a warlock, I am not proficient in medium armor, so actually I've been carrying around a shield that I haven't been able to do anything with. So I, narratively, took the feat moderately armored, which makes me proficient in medium armor, which means I can carry my shield and actually be good with it.
Nice.
So my armor class has now gone up, and I've now got 36 hit points, and yet to choose my additional spell and cantrip. So I shall do
40
that
hit points.
as we know.
Please remind me to take footage of your special character there that has the total shield on his arm, and that should appear on the screen.
All right.
Also, there's another just slight thing. That shopkeeper wouldn't let us pay him an exposure, so he's just not coming back to the show. But I did buy from him a new sword and some armor, so I've got an AC of 17 now.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's all done and dusted.
Excellent. All right, that is Worms Crossing, and that is level 4. Level 4, level 3 and 4 are always kind of really exciting because at level 3 you get your kind of your vocation, your new job, and at level 4 you get a feat. So it's exciting times.
Yep.
Okay. You continue on your way. I think I need a different sound set. I need something.
There's not a Worms Crossing sound set?
I don't think so.
Let's move to the next sound set.
There is, but it's very slushy.
Oh my god, there is.
No way!
On your bin, there is a Worms
Sirenscape's
Crossing.
got everything.
Right, let's put that on so we can do some stuff at Worms Crossing.
So this is Worms Crossing.
So we'll buy some armor and some stuff. Right?
Yes. So there's.
Are you sure nothing else is meant to happen at Worms Crossing?
No.
Okay.
So there is actually. Could everybody roll a d20 for me, please?
I shouldn't have said anything. 6.
12.
9.
15.
Ooh, well done.
Nice. Because I'm using somebody else's dice.
And can you tell me if that beats, if that Sorry, you're rolling a perception.
Oh, perception.
So add your perception.
15.
15?
12.
12? 10?
15.
15. So you all three catch someone in the process of stealing from.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
A cut purse has come along and sliced the bottom of your.
The bag of holding?
Well, they can't really do that.
Oh, okay, alright.
But some coins that you kept
Can we
on
roll?
you.
Can we
I
roll
have
one?
no
Can we
coins
roll
on
a
me.
1d4 to see which one of us they try and steal from? Because if there's two of us, we got nothing to steal.
Yeah, you have nothing to
That's
steal,
right.
that's true.
Well, you were the only person who didn't notice.
Yeah.
So-
Right. Oh, I didn't notice, but I've got nothing to steal, so I'm fine.
You're all tapped out. So, what do you guys do with the thief?
I mean, I feel like I grab him.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just turning down the.
I think that was the selling, not the catching of the gun.
Yes. Okay, you capture him.
Yeah, I grab him like,
So
what did you take?
he says, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Mister."
Miss.
Miss-
Thank you very much. You were cutting our purses. What did you take?
I didn't take nothing.
Inside check.
Both roll.
Oh my god, natural 1.
20.
20.
Oh, boom, boom. There you go.
We're near them. We can see this.
You're like, all right, off you go, mate.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Okay.
Hang on!
I believe you.
But you realise that you caught him in the act, but he didn't actually get the time to steal anything. So
Who have you stolen from? What goods do you have?
I don't steal from nobody, nothing from nobody, man.
Okay. Look, if you're gonna steal from really rich people, but leave us be.
And give it to
Alright.
the poor.
She looks pretty rich.
She is
I mean, look at that
not
armor.
rich. She-
Wearing a wealth.
I do look rich.
you do. It's fair.
But I'm not.
Do you work for yourself or are you working for somebody else?
I work. I'm contracted to the guild,
Which guild?
the Thieves Guild.
Oh, the Thieves Guild.
I have no quarrel with the Thieves Guild. No fuss. Just pick your targets better.
Are we
Jeez.
in an area where there's any law enforcement around here?
There is a bit. The Flaming Fist banner flies above Worms Crossing, so you could certainly turn him in.
Are they trying to
Okay.
get their money?
Click as is.
Well, I'm afraid I'm a paladin. Excuse me, thief. You've been caught red-handed trying to steal from us. I believe we must take you into our custody and take you over to.
Me mum's sick. I've got an orphan brother.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You can make your case before the court.
They're all gonna die.
I grab him, I grapple him, and I
Okay.
take him towards.
I pat him
We
down.
can let him go.
No, I take him to the
He's
authorities and
not-
I turn him in as a thief.
He's harmless. It's nothing.
They haven't
I
been
understand,
arrested.
but there are laws and he should follow
He's
them.
clean.
He's clean.
Yeah.
He's clean.
Okay.
I hand him over to
All right.
the authorities
Um.
and explain the situation that we caught him trying to thieve from us. And
Yep.
They may wish to question him further.
Yeah. They thank you for your service and take the boy into custody
Awesome.
with a cuff around the ear.
I want to take us a moment to see if he has any like markings or markers or like tattoos or any distinct aspects of him that would identify a symbol or sigil or anything
don't
like
need-
that.
We
No,
have any
there's no
words
identifying
or-
identifying marks. I mean, he's
Okay.
definitely sort of an urchin.
Okay.
And you know the crossing guards obviously say that crime is rampant around here. It's hard to keep up with everything that goes on.
Guess we
Oh,
talk
on
with
our
the
way.
Thieves Guild around.
Gaining our reputation.
Let's go to the Candlekeep.
All right. As Worms Crossing and Baldur's Gates disappear behind you, you find yourself heading down the coastway, a dirt road that leads to such distant lands as Tethir, Arm, and Calamsham. Candlekeep lies some 150 miles south and west, a 5-day journey. Not the day and a half I said.
It feels like
I
a day and
did
a
pull
half.
up a map and was like, that's
Wow.
a very long distance for a day and a half.
Coming up the road towards you is a human farmer riding on the front of a hayfield wagon pulled by 2 draft horses. The farmer gives you a friendly wave as the wagon draws
I
near.
wave back.
All right.
Hello.
He says, "Ho there!
Howdy.
What's your name?
So-
Well met, travellers. What's your name?
Sophia of Antipolis.
Sophia.
These are my friends Owen, Sarah, and Eupulse.
Very nice to meet you all. I'm wondering how far we are away from Worms Crossing.
Very close indeed. Did we just leave Worms Crossing?
Oh, you're
A few hours?
a few hours, yeah.
But a few hours along this road.
Good. They won't be hearing the screams then. And he leaps
I
up,
knew this was going to happen.
and he is a cambion, which looks like this.
Ooh,
Oh, he's got
sexy.
red wings.
Red wings. And
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
he flies up in the air.
Don't wave at farmers.
I thought he was one of my people.
Three humans leap out of the hay at the back, and they all
Oh.
they
I was
all
like,
rush
oh,
you.
he's got a wagon, does he?
Please roll initiative.
Oh, not me. Terrible. What did you roll?
16.
I rolled a 4.
It's good when I roll well on initiative because I have no modifiers that help me out here.
You rolled a 4, Murray.
I did.
Ohm.
14, please.
I got a 9.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Sophia is a 9. So who goes first? The bad guys go first. All right. So
Dun, dun, dun.
Driving.
Classic.
he flies up into the air on his wings, and hurls a fire attack at you.
Is there time to
Me?
laugh?
Ha ha!
Oh, that's right. You are.
Yeah, too
Damn it.
late.
Fire resistant
DM.
shield. I have a fire resistant shield, right?
Okay. He it's a +7, so he hits. You've got a 22 armor class now.
I do.
He does. He manages to hit.
I went
So-
G.
10 fire damage.
Halved.
My
Halved
shields,
would
yeah.
be 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I get a what? Knowledge
Well, he figures that out.
about him.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. For like weaknesses and whether he's resistant to fire and things like that.
Yeah, you can roll maybe a religion check or.
I will do a religion check. A 15.
Wow, that's pretty good. He definitely has a lot of resistances.
Okay.
Everything. Cold, fire, lightning, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
But not acid.
But
But
also
not acid and not
as
from
an
+1.
as an
Non-necrotic.
eldritch blaster, not against me.
Okay, so one of the guys attacks you.
Mhm.
One of the guys leaps out of the cart and he rolls like a 4. One of them attacks Ohm. 17.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Rude.
man.
So that does 7 points of damage.
Yeah, that's alright. Well, it's not, but yeah.
And the last guy attacks you, Murray, and gets a natural 20, so 7 points.
7. Okay. Right.
The next person to go is Tash.
So what have we got? We've got a guy flying in there, and then we have 2 or 3
3 humans.
humans.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use a charge of my shield to throw a fireball at the guy in the air,
Guy in the air.
which has a DC of 21.
Ow!
That's 5d6, isn't it?
No, the DC on it is 21. So is that? I don't know how it works.
No,
personally.
21. Yeah, the DC.
How much damage
he's
does
got
it
a
do?
The damage I roll.
If he's resistant to fire, it's going to be for quarter.
Yeah, for half. Why quarter?
If he's resistant to fire
It's
and he
half.
makes a saving throw, it's quarter.
Oh, yes, true.
If he
yeah.
successfully saves it,
Yeah.
he doesn't get the splash damage.
It's 5d6.
So where's the shield? Okay. The shield has 3 star. You can use 1 charge to cast a fireball. But it doesn't say how much damage it does. The target takes 8d6 of damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one.
86. That's a lot.
That's a lot of
That is a lot of damage.
That's
So
that's a high
So
level
did I
fireball.
hit or did I not hit?
you hit.
Mhm.
We just need to
No.
determine how much damage.
And then halve it because he's resistant.
And is 8, and they're orange.
How exciting!
Something I prepared earlier for the fireball spell.
Did you want this?
Yes, that might be helpful. Thank you very much.
The descent into Avernus starts straight.
5, 10,
Oh, I see,
12,
I see.
15,
Nice roll.
21, 27, 31, 34. So
Divided by 2,
15, 17.
17. So, yes, he does not make his saving throw, because it's a 21 saving throw. 21 DC.
Yep.
Ouch. Okay. Cool. The next person up is Ohm.
I look at Click and I go attack his eyes to the red guy flying. So I'm going to use Acidic Spittle as my action bonus.
Right. Because he's not resistant to acidic damage. Excellent.
So that is 19.
Hits.
Yeah, and it's 1d6 plus 2. So that's 8 points of damage, please.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice.
And then for my action, I'm going to use Shocking Grasp for the person who's in front of me.
Okay. Shocking
That's
grasp. Go for it.
That's okay. So that is like 22.
That hits.
Yep, and then that's 1d8. And it's a cold one.
It's
1.
1.
Just a little spark.
Okay, good. The next person up is Sophia.
I mean, the main one, the farmer, is the one flying, right? Yeah. Okay. I point at him and I say, "You used my affection for my humble beginnings against me." And I summon my spiritual weapon, as we all remember, is a gigantic pestle,
Right?
and I send it flying away at him to bonk him on the head.
Nice.
So that is 6 plus 5, 11.
11 is not enough to
No,
hit
it's not.
him.
Okay.
And Euphorian.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
For the gun in the air.
You okay?
That is a 13.
No. That's
No.
his. He's his armor.
Botheration. Okay.
Alright. Back to the top. Okay, so he's going to use the fire again on... How much damage can he do? So he's seen the fire kind of skip off you, Syra. So he's going to throw a spear at you. See how he does. 17.
Does not hit me.
That does not hit you. It's annoying.
Glances off my armor.
Yes. Your new armor, it leaves a
Oh,
mark.
excuse me.
Leaves a mark.
No.
It's alright,
Oh.
we can mend it after.
Yeah, it's fine. We have mending.
Be heading
Alright.
back to Worms Crossing. there.
One guy
Excuse me.
attacking you,
Yep.
who does
I presume like melee attack?
yeah,
Yep.
15 points. Rolls a
It's
15,
my AC 17. No hit.
and one's attacking you that rolls a 16. That hits, so he does 7 points of damage.
Again, that's... Yep.
And one that attacks Murray.
Mhm.
Oh, 7, 10.
Miss.
Okay. Then we go to Tash.
Syra. Okay. What am I gonna do? He's flying, so I can only really throw javelins at him or keep hitting him with fireballs. So I'm gonna hit him with another fireball.
Sounds good.
Yay!
Hooray!
So saving throw.
Saving throw of DC 21. Ooh, he makes it.
He makes it, so he only takes a quarter damage. Is
Uh-huh.
that what's happening? Okay. Oh no! I dropped one.
Here's a spare.
Yay!
At the start of our setup, I looked at that and I said, "That's too many dice."
Right.
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
6, 10,
You
11,
can never have too much stuff.
16,
Really
not.
21,
All the
26, 33. So
Ooh, good roll.
another good roll. So
Yeah.
16.5. So
16
Eight.
and then 8.
point. Yeah.
Right.
8.
Round down, round up. Right.
Yeah.
Round
8.25.
down.
No, it's round down. It's
Okay.
Good. Nice. And
I yell out to Click, I'm like, do it again, you're doing so well! So he's gonna do...
Word
a
of
motivational speaker for animatronic things.
Well, she
My
speaks to
My
a shield. I
partner,
think it's
my partner in crime. It's not so great.
No, that will not hit
And
his...
then I'll do my I might do Ray of Sickness on the guy in front of me
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
as a spell. So that is 12.
To do
Ray
to
of-
hit him.
Yeah.
So 12 versus 18?
This is for the little guy attacking me on the floor.
Yep. So that hits.
Okay. So then I get 2d8 poison damage. Constitution saving throw of 13.
No, he does not make
So-
that.
So 2d8. The 7.
That's a-
Yeah, 7 and 8, so 15.
Wow.
Nice.
Also, I should just point out if there's anything flammable like the hay, it probably is on fire now.
Right.
Because fireballs do splash damage and do tend to inflame everything else.
Yep.
Just pointing out.
Does the ray of sickness do anything else? Does it make him sick?
They're poisoned until the end of their next turn.
And poisoned means, according to this, poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay, so he's got disadvantage.
So he took how much damage? 15?
15.
Yeah.
And he's still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Noted.
The
He seems like a big bad.
Well, the big-
Wasn't this just one of the humans though?
That was the human.
That was the human.
Yeah. Okay, so they're all
He's still
pretty
standing on
tough.
16.
Excellent.
Sorry.
He's still standing on 16.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, some tough humans.
Okay.
Very good. Now, Sophia.
Yeah. Pestle, bonk, stick.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. Let's see how it goes this time. Oh, it's a 2 plus 5. Disregard. Okay.
Mhm.
And to the person standing in front of me who keeps hitting me, I just reach out and slap him with inflict wounds. That will be 16.
16 is hits.
Great.
Mm.
That's 3d10 of damage. That's 13. Oh, sorry, that's 4. And 9. So 13 damage.
13. Excellent. Foreign.
How close are we all together?
Eupolis, sorry.
You can call me my father's name. It's fine. I don't have daddy issues.
I was gonna say.
Yet.
I'm going to try and maneuver myself so we're all
That's a hell
within
of
a
a
10-foot
fight. You
cube.
just
And
divided
I'm
it.
going to cast Fey Presence and make them all frightened. They need to succeed on a DC 14 Wisdom save.
So you can get all three of them.
Can I?
Yeah, you can position yourself,
Yeah.
but the guy who's attacking you will get an attack of opportunity.
Brilliant.
Okay. He rolls a 1. And
The other two? The other two?
So, no,
so that was the opportunity attack.
that was
Oh,
opportunity.
not as DC
Yes,
saving.
yes.
So the
14.
saving throw, what do they need to get above?
DC 14.
That's a yes. One of succeeds, one does not, and the other one succeeds.
Okay, they're frightened.
He is frightened.
One of them was
And
frightened.
he's
I'm
running
so
away.
happy for my D&D DM screen here. Frightened means frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks, so he's got disadvantage this round. And attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The character can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
Yes.
Fair enough. And then it's back to the top, so it's their go. So the bad guy is very fixated on you in particular.
I do keep throwing fireballs at his face.
That wasn't my move. That was
Oh, that
my
was-
action? Oh, no, that was my action.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. He makes a sweeping attack and attacks you twice.
Oof.
So 22,
Yes.
1,
No way to treat a dawnbreaker.
and an 11. No, so he goes down, attacks you, and then comes back up again.
Mm-hmm.
But can't hit you.
Huh.
Your return.
Well, I
like a
can't
tennis
hit him
match.
is the problem because I'm very much a melee character.
Yeah.
Are there any of the men close by me?
Totally. Yes, there is the one that she's poisoned, and
Did he have disadvantage on his wisdom saving throw to be frightened by me?
that's he did not.
Wow.
Why did he have disadvantage?
Because of poison.
Oh, right.
And a 19.
Yeah, so he
he's
still made it.
still okay.
Wow.
Good
Nice
point.
It's okay, big guy.
Yeah, but then he rolled a 19. It's kind of like, oh.
Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, one of them is close by.
So I'm going to try and fuck the closest, I think, poisoned target. Is it?
Did you want to make a point for your edit?
No, I can. Well, I
No?
can do.
Sure. Okay, there you go.
Go for it.
Has he taken much damage? Like, is he bloody?
Yeah, he's pretty damaged.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's half yet, but
Okay. I did not hit him there.
okay, he's not going to go down any
Does
further.
she get flanking? Are we doing flanking or not doing flanking?
We're not doing flanking
That's
unless
fine.
it's a specific ability by the creatures. The other thing that I was going to see is, so it doesn't, being frightened or poisoned doesn't reduce your armor class in any way. It just has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
That's right. But not saving throws. Okay. So I miss.
Okay.
I charge the guy and go, whoa! Whoops.
Well,
Very
and he-
distracted by the swooping.
he ducks and avoids you.
Alright, I'm gonna do what I did the first time, so I'm gonna tell Click to keep at the eyes.
Okay. He needs to roll well.
17 plus 4, I
He
think it
hits.
was. So that's 1d6 plus 2 damage. So that's 6, please, for the
Ooh.
big devil guy.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do Shock and Grasp again, I think,
On the guy in front.
on the guy in front. So that's going to be 18 plus, I think it was like 4.
Yep. Another good hit.
Yep. And then I think that's like 1d8. 1d8. Which is 5, please.
Excellent. Perfect. Sophia.
Yep. I insist that my pencil goes and bonks the big dude with wings, so I'm giving him another go as a free action, or bonus action. 18 plus 5, 23.
That's a
Let's
hit.
have it. Good, thank you. And boop, we'll roll this one. Boop, boop. And that is 3 plus 3, 6. That will have to do. And as my other action, the human in front of me, I slap him again with inflict wounds. I just want him gone. So 13 plus 5.
Hit.
Great. And that is 3d10, yep.
3d10.
Yep, so 6 plus 4 and 10. So 20.
20.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Those slaps real hurt. Like, whoa.
It's an ancient slapping technique from my village.
You pulse.
Can the
Is he not dead?
creature in the sky please make a wisdom saving throw DC 16 as it is held?
A wisdom saving throw. Two.
It plunges to the ground taking falling damage because it is
Falling
now a held person.
So we will take, let's say he's 30 feet in the air, between 20 and 30 feet, so he'll take,
Is it
what is it?
3d6 per 10? Is that right?
It was,
Is that right?
I think it's 1d6 for the first 10, and then 2d6, and then 3d6
okay.
for me.
Yeah, I'm just quickly
Look it up. Falling damage.
Falling damage. I don't know if the Dungeon Master...
Creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it falls, to a maximum of 20d6.
So
How many-
36.
Oh,
how
that's-
high was it
so
up?
just- so 3d6.
Yeah.
Alright. Hobbit. Oh, nice.
So
13.
13 points of damage.
Lovely.
Thanks for getting him on the floor.
It's good. Yep.
Can he attack now?
No, he's held.
How long does he
And
help? Does he get to
prone.
make a saving throw each turn then?
At my turn, at the end of each of its turns, so the target can make another wisdom saving throw. So I'm the last in the line, so he's going to get a wisdom saving throw now.
Yeah.
Or does that count? So I'm last, so he's first. So
Yeah.
he gets a second saving throw now if you.
No, I don't...
No, he does. And at the end
At
of
the
each of
end
his
of its
turns,
turn,
it also
so he can
gets to
do
roll
nothing.
again to try and get out of the
Okay.
hold.
Okay.
So at the moment it's paralyzed, but it can make a wisdom saving throw, and that will end its turn even if it succeeds, as far as I can say.
That's
because it
its
says the
action,
end
yeah.
of its turn.
Yeah, so he doesn't do anything on his turn except for try and
Except for
break
trying to
out of
break.
the thing, so he
powerless.
needs to roll a wisdom saving throw.
16, yeah.
20.
Oh,
So he
completely
does.
succeeds,
But he's
He
on
does.
the-
but he
But
can't
he's
do
on
any
the
more
stage.
actions.
That's it. He's
That's-
done.
And he's prone.
Yes, I guess he is prone.
He's prone, so he has a disadvantage on.
Yeah, you can attack him for real good.
He is
Mhm.
So we get
prone.
advantage to attack. So
Yep.
yeah, we get advantage.
He is prone and annoyed.
Yep.
Lovely. I love
Perfect.
prone and annoyed.
And this brings up your turn.
that's fantastic.
Hello.
Funnily enough,
Well, I'm
Brought to
going
you by Eupolis. I say as you charge.
Okay, I am going to attack the prone, so I get advantage
So,
on my attack roll.
yeah, I would go advantage.
Can I grant
Oh,
someone
that's
one of my inspiration points?
Yes, you can give
I'm
it to her.
going to give you one of my inspiration points.
Well, it's good because apparently I need another roll. Okay, a 17 plus 6.
Excellent.
Okay.
Brought to you by.
And I am going to expend a spell slot to do radiant damage and
Uh-huh.
divine smite. So, where am I? I always get confused with this. So the longsword is a d8 plus 6. I need d8 for that. And then I get, is it a fiend or is it a demon or a fiend?
Yeah, he's fiendish.
So I get, do you have 2 d8s?
Mhm.
I actually need 3 d8s.
There is
Three.
actually
Three.
there's actually a bandit
Soundtrack
encounter
for it?
soundtrack.
So one more
Sorry,
D8.
Ben.
So there's 4 d8s of damage plus 6, and it's radiant damage. So he might, if he's susceptible to that, it will be
Okay.
very painful.
Yeah.
So 11, 16, 22 plus 6 is 28.
He dies.
And most of that is, and 3 of those are radiant damage,
Radiant
so they
damage.
do double.
I don't think it does double. He's
something
got
like
damage resistances, but no damage.
Right, he's not like a demon or anything.
Well, usually
He looks
radiant
like he's a
He
demon.
does look like a yeah.
No, he is definitely a medium fiend. So does it,
fiends, as far as I
So
know,
radiance
radiant
does
always
double on
does radiant.
Like double
He's
in
doubled.
bonuses.
Did.
That's what it is. We figured it out.
yeah.
It was all the acid that clicked it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also the
Yeah, and slightly scratched eyes.
yeah.
So the one who's frightened
Mhm.
legs it away from you, and he goes, returns the way that the farmer was coming from,
Maybe not.
and
Do we want him to get away? I don't think these bandits should be able to get away.
I think it's not all fiends are actually weak to radiant. Just
I think
Ah.
we should.
all,
I think
just
we
all
should
undead.
keep one for questioning.
Okay.
But still, that's
that
fine.
makes sense.
That was my new spell that I picked up at 4th level.
Oh.
Person.
nice.
Oh,
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you,
very
Lily,
useful
wasn't
because
it?
I was just looking at him going, I want to hit you, but you're so far away.
Please come to me.
Yeah, please come down.
So you've got a guy in front of you,
Yep.
and he's going to attack you as well. He rolls a 12.
That does not hit.
Hmm.
I'm 14.
And do you have one in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, he's taken a lot of necrotic
He
damage.
does have taken quite a lot of necrotic damage.
30.
And he rolls a 1 to hit, so he's not going to do
Perfect.
any more.
Good.
That brings us. Sorry, I put you ahead of those guys. So,
Alrighty, so I am gonna call Click back now that the other one's been dealt with and say, attack this guy with the
Right.
spell.
Yep.
That is not gonna hit, that was a 5
Okay.
plus the 4. And then I was gonna use Shocking Grasp again.
shocking grasp again.
Yep. And that's gonna be 20, not natural.
Yep.
And that's 6, please. 6 points.
Good. Oh, okay. Brings us to Sophia.
My pestle will return and hit the guy who's right in front of me because I'm sick of his business. Oh. So 12 plus 5, 17.
That's a hit.
Cool. And that is a D. Sorry. Yep, D8. Cool. 3 plus 3, 6.
6. Okay.
He's still kicking?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Necrotic touch. Just gonna slap him one more damn time across the face. 19.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. 7, 5, so 12, and a 9, so 21.
Just kills
Tell
him.
me that I've
Yay!
ruined this man.
Yeah, he's dead now.
All right.
I would have DMs like.
Yes. He's out of here. Very nice. All right, still one left.
Well, I having
You're going to be a
proven that
warlock about it?
I'm going to be a
It's
warlock
proven
about
that
it because
you're more.
I've proven that I'm more.
Look, I'm a
versatile.
fey creature.
Look
and
what I
I'll
just
hold
did.
this.
Eldritch Blast. Natural 20! Nice.
Double damage on the
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, so 2d10 plus 4 plus force damage. So, ouch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
18.
22 damage,
Right.
and he's pushed away as he dies.
No,
No, oh.
doesn't die.
Oh, let me look up the force.
Isn't this more than... This is...
18 plus 4.
Oh, but isn't it critical?
Oh.
You
No,
said-
it's 1d10 plus 4.
1d10 plus
2d10
4.
plus
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I see,
yeah.
that makes sense.
So,
It's
I
not
don't know what
dead.
the force damage does. Hang on.
Super tanky.
Some freaking high-level
Sorry.
veterans.
Yeah, he's pushed away 10 feet.
10 feet. All right, so he goes flat onto his back, and it's now the bad guy's turn again.
You might want to stand up.
So he is going to stand up and run, and follow his frightened friend. How long does that frightened last for?
Oh,
So he's going to follow him back
until
towards-
the end of my next turn, so he would have been.
Oh, so-
he's run, now he's stopped.
All right,
If he
so
wants to
he's
run.
coming back just as the other guy is running towards him, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm getting out of here!" And they both take a
Do we
leap.
want to get rid of them?
I'm going to throw a javelin at them.
Nice.
How
No.
far away are they? 30 feet? 60 feet? Where are
Yeah,
we at?
30 feet.
30 feet?
They're
Okay,
moving,
so I don't
how,
get to
they're
see
moving,
them.
what, 60 feet a turn?
They can move 60
No,
feet,
but he had
can
to
they?
stand up. He had to stand up
Yeah,
first.
that was his
one movement
action, and
action,
then
and
he's
they
moved.
both
So
they moved
I got
about
120 foot range on my cantrips. In fact, I might have more, because I might have...
Okay,
what's the
because it's my
damage?
turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your go.
Give this a go. 19. Hit.
That's a
with
hit.
the javelin. It's not that much damage, though. I'm hoping that he's very low. This is a good roll, though. 12 damage.
It's a hit. That's death.
Yes!
Nice.
He dies.
Who
There's
remains?
one left.
There's one
Frightened
left.
one.
Do we need anyone for questioning, or are we just happy to move on?
I'd like to
Well,
find
didn't
out
we
what
want-
was
didn't we
going
wanna-
on here.
We wanted to,
Alright, maybe the frightened one? We should.
Does anyone have a net?
I've got click. They
Is-
can make him buoyant, but it can only go like 30 feet per turn.
So we might not be able to catch him.
is
Unless you
any
get
of
on a
them,
horse. We were on horses, so.
Yeah.
is any
Actually,
of
that
them,
was only my
like,
attack action, so can I mount my horse and start riding after the last guy?
Oh, nice.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
Get on your horse.
get that guy, get on my horse and start charging after the last guy.
Wow, you're going to run him down.
I'm gonna try and grapple him if I get close enough on my next
Are you
turn.
gonna leap off the horse onto him?
Oh yeah.
Are any of these
All the
bad,
way.
Are any of these bad minions on 0? Or have they all gone below?
There.
Wasn't the one that Sophia just killed by 1 hit point?
No.
Hope not, because I really put effort into that.
Yes, it was two by 2 hit points.
2.
But these guys are pretty much dead.
Yeah. Oh, just if we wanted a prisoner, I
I mean, I can revive one if you
could
like.
spare the dying, but it has to be 0 hit points.
All right, you're riding
I'm
off
on
after
the
him.
horse riding after the last one.
What would anybody else like to do?
I start searching the bodies.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like come up to you and how much health do you have and what's your hit dice situation?
I'm feeling a
Pretty
bit
cool.
co-
I'm
a
gonna use
bit
my
worried.
medical kit. I'm gonna patch you up.
Thank you so
let's
much.
do that. I need to look up the rules. So you loot and I'll look up the rules for
So
it.
he can't outrun me
No
because I
way.
have a horse.
Yes.
2 plus 4. And how many hit dice do you have?
Might loot this flying thing.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah.
How many hit
Find out
dice do
what's
you
on
have?
him.
Like, what's your maximum hit dice?
I think it's. I don't know if it's
That's you guys charging your horse after.
Come back here, please.
true. So no, it's 1d8.
So what's the you've got a maximum of 4. There you go. So
Yeah.
you take 10 healing.
Thank you so much.
Nice. So you healed.
I healed Ohm for 10 points.
Would you like to do anything whilst Cairo closes the distance?
I'm
Sarah?
looting.
Sarah?
I'm looting the bodies.
Oh, you're looting the bodies?
So you're looting the minions, and I'm looting the
He's
thing.
living with
Yeah.
women.
The only thing that you find on the demon is a scrap of paper with something that looks roughly like the shield that Syra is using.
Interesting.
No other information other than a
Oh, he
picture.
knew it was fire resistant. He still threw fire at
I
me.
know.
What a dummy.
So I knew it was fire resistant. I still threw fire.
He was just caught in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
You knew he was fire resistant, and
I
you threw some fire.
know.
Yeah.
But it was,
It was
it was
a battle.
all I
it was a
had. I'm like, we could throw a javelin. It's
A
definitely
battle.
going to do less damage than.
battle of reduced hit points.
Yeah. Okay. Are you doing anything?
So he
You
hasn't got
just
like a
lose one?
special sword or.
No, he doesn't. He has a. He has a spear.
The spear wasn't special when he missed with it.
That's right. And yeah, he's got his fire ray and his fiendish blessing and all that sort of stuff.
Any insignia or anything on the body?
No.
The soldiers or anything? Any sigils or markings? They're all clean.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So
Well, I assume I'd run him down.
yes.
Can I just? What I want to do is kind of grapple him.
Yep.
So I'm going to attempt to do that.
All right. Roll a strength check.
Okay. That's an 18.
I roll a 6. So you manage to overpower him and take him down.
Okay. I'm dragging him back to the party.
Okay.
So probably bind him up with some rope I've got in my pack and throw him on the back of the horse and trot back to the party.
Nice.
Building patterns. Good.
Yes. All right. You have obtained this person. This is good because they give us all these sorts of information about these people.
Got to be prepared for hostage situations.
That's right. You arrive back at the party, who are looting the bodies. Obviously, on the other bodies, they're wearing chainmail and they have long swords and things like that.
Is there anything remaining of the wagon from the firefight?
No, it's all pretty much burning, fully engulfed.
Okay. Well, I might want to put that out. Does anyone have a cantrip for that?
I'm just going
I got light things on light. I can't
Can't
put
quench
them out.
fires.
No.
I'm just going back to our horses and carts and things and making sure everything's okay and just settling back up.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrogate this man.
Okay.
So I will try
Would
to.
mending work on a fire?
No.
I've got my jug, but it's set to oil.
Don't use that.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Okay. I'm actually probably gonna try some persuasion here. What did I see that you fear us? Rightly so. Where were you planning to escape to?
We were just hired for this one mission. Some guy, whoever that was, walks into a bar and walks into our guild and asks for 3 hands to help him retrieve some lost property.
I see. And what guild would that be?
We are a merchant guild, and we're hired to maintain peace on the roads.
I see, and you did not check this man. I understand that you may have made a mistake here, it seems. But if
Yeah.
you could tell me everything that you know about our attacker, then I would be willing to let you go.
Well, he certainly didn't look like that when he walked in. He's got some magic that's concealing his form. He just looked like a regular farmer trying to move stock between wherever and Baldur's Gate.
Where did he hire you?
He hired us out of Arm.
Do we have any other questions? It seems this guy's just got caught up in more than he can handle.
Pretty true. Yeah.
Do I detect any insincerity or deceit?
Not a lot. The only thing he says, could I have Nulra's sword? It's a nice sword. He points to one of the dead guys.
I see these might have been your friends. We're willing to give you their bodies if you would like to bury them peacefully, but I'm
It seems
afraid
like a lot
that
of
their
effort.
well, I'm afraid that their goods are now ours. So
I mean, you don't need a sword. He's
I'm literally
That
putting
may
it in
be
my
true,
bag of
it's not-
coins.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
come on.
that may be true, but I'm afraid that it seems to me that you've been caught up in more than your pay grade, and perhaps you should just move along.
All right.
Did you accidentally say bag of hoarding? Because I really like that.
Oh, it's gonna be called that now.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he
No,
makes
I
his.
feel like he doesn't
goes
know
on his
anything.
way. The horses, I think, are dead.
Such a cheeky thing to be like,
Right?
can I have the sword?
Their
though?"
horses. Their horses.
Did we
were
find-
dead.
Their horses, yeah.
Did
Their
we-
horses.
Did we find out where they came from? Like which settlement?
They said or something
Hmm.
was where they were hired out of.
You're hide out of
But it seems they've just been caught up in the
Yeah.
blood wars that we are involved in without knowing it.
Have you seen any other trouble along the roads?
We forgot Rhea.
Yeah, we totally did.
Yeah,
She's totally here.
she's with you. Sorry.
She was meditating this whole time.
Yeah.
She was like, you guys got this.
Did you see any other trouble on the roads whilst you were coming here? Anything of note?
No. No, we're pretty much alone.
Okay. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Into
Alright.
castle.
Sorry?
Candlekeep.
Candlekeep. So the next day goes uneventfully, and the next night you're breaking for
So-
camp.
So have we rested then?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can
Thank you.
Resty rest.
do a long rest.
I
How
would
much
like
damage
to,
did people take during that
I
time?
took 9.
A lot.
and I would like to each morning, because I can, use my divine sense in the morning to check within a 60-foot radius for fiends and undead and celestials and such. So when I wake up in the morning after doing my usual prayers to
Do your yoga.
I'll do
detect
my
some
divine
demons.
sense momentarily, and just within 60 feet, if it's not fully undercover, I'll know if there's a fiend or
Fair enough.
hallowed ground and such,
All right.
just to anticipate the next ambush.
Nice.
But at night you are sitting around the fire and stirring the embers, and Rhea particularly stares off into the distance, and
That's
a
why she
look.
was no good in that combat.
When she was no good at that. And a look comes over her, and she starts to talk, and she says, "It was over a century past that the great troubles began. Fiends roamed the lands to the north and the west of Elturel. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, people dragged off to a terrible and unknowable fate, and terror gripped the hearts of us all. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends whenever they found them and suffering fearful losses. But it was never enough. For every fiend they destroyed, it seemed as though 2 more appeared elsewhere. The ruler of Elturel, the High Rider, asked his people to pray to the gods for aid. And to everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel entered the city the next day. Her name was Zariel, which means the companion of light. The prayers of Elturel had been heard, and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends had entered the natural world on the fields of the dead west of the city. Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there and striking a great blow against the darkness. The High Rider sent out the riders of Elturel, now numbering many thousands, with Zariel at their head, riding a golden mastodon. Mastodon is
That's an ancient creature.
is it a
That or it's the heavy metal band.
is it a
Let's find out.
elephant?
No, kind of a more like a rhino, I suppose.
Right.
That's the same spelling. Animal.
Riding a golden mastodon. With a great cry, Zariel and her army
Yeah, no,
charged.
it is. It's a big elephant with tusks.
Yeah, right.
Giant tusks.
Oh, not quite as big as a mammoth, but bigger than an elephant.
Okay. Extinct, presumably.
Presumably.
On our
We can
world.
find out 10 important facts about them. Important facts about mastodons you must know.
Anyway, you're interrupting Rare.
It means
Nipple
nipple
tooth.
tooth is the meaning of the name.
With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gate. The legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants of her army returned to Elturel, overcome with the grief at the loss of their glorious general, but confident that the lords of the 9 hells would think twice about threatening Elturel again. There were great celebrations to honour the valiant knights of the cavalry, who became known as the Hell Riders from that day on. And if you recall, she is a Hell Rider herself. So that's her story, and the next day you approach Candlekeep.
Should we break there?
Is that an hour?
I don't know, because we took a break.
Yeah. We'll break there and we'll be back